What if the life you're living isn't even real? What if you're simply going through the motions, trapped in a pre-programmed existence? The truth is, you might not be truly alive yet. Unlocking the secret to this reality, to this very moment, could be the key to unlocking your full potential and living an authentically awakened life, free from the constraints you didn't even realize were holding you captive. Consider this. The world you perceive, with its daily routines and societal expectations, might be a meticulously crafted illusion, obscuring a deeper, more profound reality. Societal programming, like the glorification of consumerism, acts as a veil, shaping our desires and limiting our aspirations to material possessions. It's not about whether any of these things are inherently bad or good, but whether or not these wants are truly yours. Our subconscious minds are filled to the brim with limiting beliefs that we take to be fundamentally true about our own capabilities and the reality that exists around us. Are these pre-programmed limitations serving you, or are they keeping you trapped in the matrix? Are these your own limits or someone else's? What would you do, who would you be, if the limitations didn't exist? What would it be like to be totally free, totally uninhibited, to live your most authentic life? But there are anomalies, subtle glitches in the system, waiting to be recognized. Have you ever noticed how advertisements often play on your deepest fears and insecurities, creating a need where none existed before? Or the way political rhetoric uses carefully crafted buzzwords to manipulate public opinion, or how corporate logos use familiar archetypes to manipulate your feelings? These aren't random occurrences. They're deliberate patterns designed to maintain control. The programming is designed to maintain our own consent for our imprisonment. When was the last time you really questioned the origins and meanings of these ever-present symbols? The power of our belief systems in shaping reality, the profound connection between our minds and the physical world, and the tantalizing potential for conscious evolution, these are just a few of the threads we'll be unraveling together. Just consider the placebo effect, where a sugar pill can sometimes have the same effect as actual medicine. It's a powerful demonstration of our beliefs and expectations on the body. Throughout this journey, we'll also explore ancient wisdom traditions, like the concept of Maya in Hinduism, which describes the world as an illusion, a veil that obscures the true nature of reality. The observer effect in quantum physics shows us that reality literally changes depending on how we are observing. If the ancients and quantum physicists agree, shouldn't we at least consider that our day-to-day reality might be radically different than we expect? Prepare to question everything. As you begin to recognize the recurring symbols, behavioral patterns, and linguistic manipulations in your daily life, you'll start to see the world through a completely new lens. What if accessing this deeper reality was as simple as shifting your perspective? What if we could transcend our limitations simply by understanding their origins? How can we utilize the power of our beliefs to create a more meaningful and fulfilling existence, not just for ourselves, but for the entire world? In upcoming videos, we'll dive deep into practical techniques for breaking free from these simulated patterns, rewriting our own subconscious code, and living more consciously. Get ready to explore exercises, meditations, and practices that can reprogram your mind, expand your awareness, and unlock your true potential. Because when you wake up everyone. So, are we truly alive, or are we simply existing in a larval stage, waiting to metamorphose into something more? Think of a caterpillar, munching away, seemingly content, yet completely unaware of its potential to become a butterfly, soaring through the sky. Are we, too, trapped in a similar state of unawareness, confined by our limited perceptions and societal conditioning? This isn't just a whimsical philosophical debate. It's a matter that directly influences your happiness, your fulfillment, and your untapped potential. Have you ever felt a persistent unease, a nagging sense that something is off, that you're not quite living up to your full potential? Perhaps you feel like you're merely going through the motions, caught in a monotonous cycle of work, eat, sleep, repeat, with little time for the things that truly ignite your soul. Or perhaps you feel as if the choices you are making are not truly your own, but choices that someone else made for you. Maybe you are on a career path that your parents pushed you towards, or maybe you are in a relationship because you felt like you should be with someone by this point in your life. This feeling, this yearning, is a sign. It's a signal that you're ready to awaken, to shed the cocoon of illusion and embrace a more authentic existence. Let's peel back the layers of this illusion and examine the forces that shape our perceptions. Consider the system, the intricate web of cultural narratives, educational structures, and media outlets that subtly mold our understanding of reality, often keeping us compliant and blissfully unaware. The traditional education system, for instance, often prioritizes rote memorization and conformity over critical thinking and creative expression. Children are taught what to think, not how to think, which can lead to intellectual stagnation and a reluctance to question authority. This system, although perhaps created with good intentions, creates adults who have difficulty questioning the status quo and making their own decisions about their lives. What if the true purpose of education wasn't to prepare us for jobs, but to awaken our minds and empower us to create a better world? Then there's the concept of manufactured consent, where the media, often controlled by powerful interests, subtly manipulates public opinion through carefully crafted narratives and biased reporting. By selectively highlighting certain stories and downplaying others, they can shape our perceptions of events and influence our beliefs about the world. The constant barrage of negative news, for example, can create a sense of fear and anxiety, making us more susceptible to control. Advertising acts on a similar principle, making us feel insecure about our bodies, our homes, and our social status, then offering us products as a solution to our perceived inadequacies. Are we truly free if our desires are being engineered by forces beyond our awareness? These subtle yet pervasive forms of societal programming create what we might call mental prisons, invisible walls that limit our freedom and potential. The pressure to conform to social norms, to pursue material wealth, to achieve conventional success, these are all examples of how societal expectations can confine us within narrow parameters, preventing us from exploring our true passions and living authentically. Many people find themselves trapped in careers they hate, relationships that are unfulfilling, and lifestyles that leave them feeling empty, all because they've internalized these limiting beliefs. They are told to go to college, get married, buy a house, and work until they are 65. Many people go along with the plan without even thinking about it. But the chains of these mental prisons can be broken. One of the most powerful tools for liberation is understanding the concept of self-fulfilling prophecies. Our limiting beliefs create negative feedback loops that reinforce our fears and insecurities, perpetuating a cycle of self-doubt and stagnation. Take the imposter syndrome, for example. Talented individuals, often high achievers, are plagued by the fear of being exposed as a fraud despite evidence of their competence and success. This fear can prevent them from taking risks, pursuing their dreams, and fully embracing their potential. They may sabotage their own efforts, procrastinate on important tasks, or downplay their accomplishments, all because they subconsciously believe they're not good enough. Instead of realizing how impressive their accomplishments really are, they write it off as just luck, and they fear that others will see them as frauds as well. Common limiting beliefs that hold us back include, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success, I'm not capable of change, and I'm not worthy of love. The fear of failure, for instance, can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks and pursuing our goals. We may avoid new challenges, stick to our comfort zones, and settle for mediocrity, all because we're afraid of making mistakes. We may also feel as though we are not creative, intelligent, or good-looking enough to ever achieve our dreams. Where did these beliefs come from? Were you born believing these things about yourself, or did someone tell you these things along the way? The good news is that these limiting beliefs can be reprogrammed. Techniques such as affirmations, visualization, and positive self-talk can help us create new, empowering beliefs that support our growth and well-being. Imagine a guided visualization exercise where you picture yourself living a life free from limiting beliefs, confidently pursuing your dreams, and effortlessly overcoming obstacles. Feel the joy, the excitement, and the sense of accomplishment that comes with living in alignment with your true potential. Regular practice of these techniques can gradually rewire your brain, replacing negative thought patterns with positive ones. The connection between our minds and the world is also key. Our thoughts and emotions actively shape our experience, influencing the world around us in ways we're only beginning to understand. The power of intention, for example, can be used to manifest our desires, attract positive experiences, and create positive change in our lives. By focusing our attention on what we want to create and aligning our thoughts, feelings, and actions with our intentions, we can harness the power of the universe to bring our dreams into reality. Our attentional focus dictates our reality. When we learn to direct our focus intentionally, we step into the driver's seat. Techniques like mindfulness and meditation help us cultivate this focused attention, allowing us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, and to choose where we direct our mental energy. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of the present moment, appreciate the beauty of everyday experiences, and reduce stress and anxiety. Think of it as training your mental muscles, strengthening your ability to focus and concentrate. Even quantum entanglement suggests a deeper interconnectedness of all things. Two particles can be linked together in such a way that they share the same fate, regardless of the distance between them. If you change the spin of one particle, the other particle's spin changes instantaneously, even if they are light years away. If quantum entanglement is true, then maybe all of us are connected in ways we don't understand. So, how do we unlock our full potential and achieve conscious evolution? One answer is through practical tools for expanding consciousness. Meditation, mindfulness, breathwork, and creative expression. A simple breathing exercise like box breathing, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, can be done anywhere to calm your mind and increase your awareness. Self-awareness becomes paramount. Truly stepping into your power, stepping into yourself, your higher self, means knowing how you operate. This means understanding your patterns. What makes you tick? What are your motivations? Why do you make the decisions you do? When you dive into the depths of yourself, you can start to truly break free. What if the very thing that separates us, the ego, is an illusion? The ego creates a sense of separation and isolation, preventing us from recognizing our interconnectedness. The ego identifies with our thoughts, feelings, and possessions, creating a false sense of self. It tells us that we are separate from others, that we are defined by our achievements and possessions, and that we must constantly compete for resources and recognition. By transcending the ego, we can experience true unity and connection, recognizing that we are all part of a single, unified consciousness. Many spiritual teachings emphasize the interconnectedness of all things. Oneness suggests that we are all part of a single, unified consciousness, that there is no fundamental separation between ourselves and others, or between ourselves and the universe. This understanding can lead to greater compassion, empathy, and love, as we recognize that what we do to others, we do to ourselves. By embracing the concept of oneness, we can begin to heal the divisions that separate us and create a more harmonious world. And if we are all interconnected, then it makes sense that collective consciousness and synchronicity should be real as well. Collective consciousness suggests that the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs of individuals can influence the collective consciousness of a group or society. Synchronicity is the experience of meaningful coincidences, where seemingly unrelated events occur together in a way that feels significant and purposeful. These phenomena suggest that there is a deeper level of reality that connects us all, a level that transcends our individual egos and perceptions. The more that you pay attention, the more you will see these connections in your everyday life. This takes us to an even more important place: amplifying pattern recognition. How do we truly decode reality? By mastering the ability to recognize recurring symbols, behavioral patterns, and linguistic patterns in everyday life. Start by analyzing the symbolism in corporate logos, political rhetoric, or even religious iconography. What hidden messages are being conveyed? What values are being promoted? Keep a journal of your observations and reflections. Write down the patterns and synchronicities that you observe in your everyday life. Governments, corporations, and other institutions use manipulation tactics to control populations. Propaganda, fear-mongering, and divide-and-conquer strategies are all common tools of manipulation. Be an independent thinker. Question everything. So where does this leave us? The key insight is this: we may not be fully alive yet, but we have the potential to awaken and transcend our current state. Apply these insights in your daily lives, making conscious choices that align with your values and aspirations. Practice mindfulness, challenge your limiting beliefs, and cultivate compassion for yourself and others. Start small, be patient with yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. Share this video with others, subscribe to the channel, and become active participants in your own awakening and the awakening of the world. The next step involves specific practices we can use daily. Now, let's synthesize. We've explored the idea that our perceived reality may be a construct, a stage in our evolution where we're not yet fully alive. This isn't to say we are living in a simulation that we can never escape from. Rather, this is a call to awaken, a recognition of the societal programming, limiting beliefs, and the mind-matter connection that shapes our experience. It means understanding that the illusion of separation prevents us from recognizing our true potential. But here's the revelation. Awakening involves recognizing and transcending these perceived limitations. Remember those patterns we discussed, the hidden meanings in symbols, the self-sabotaging behaviors, the manipulative use of language. These are all clues, breadcrumbs that lead us to a deeper understanding of reality. It is a process of self-discovery. So let's reframe this not being alive yet concept. It's not a condemnation, but a starting point, an invitation to consciously create the life we were meant to live. Ultimately, it's about agency. You have the power to shape your reality by changing your beliefs, thoughts, and actions. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's about understanding the potential for conscious creation and manifestation when you align yourself with universal principles. It's about shifting from a mindset of victimhood, feeling trapped in a simulation, to one of empowerment, where you become an active co-creator of your experience. Consider for a moment how different your life would be if you approached every challenge with the unwavering belief in your ability to overcome it. How would your relationships change if you chose to see the best in others and offer compassion instead of judgment? How would your career path shift if you pursued your passions fearlessly, trusting in your unique talents and abilities? And this individual awakening isn't just about personal gain. It has far broader implications. Individual awakening is intrinsically linked to collective transformation. As more and more people wake up, and the world around us will inevitably shift as well. The collective consciousness is like an ocean, and each of us is a drop contributing to its state. If enough drops become clear, the entire ocean shifts. By recognizing and challenging systemic patterns of control, we empower collective change. It is this recognition that will bring about transformation. Imagine a world where decisions are guided by empathy and compassion, where resources are distributed equitably, and where the well-being of all beings is prioritized above all else. This is not just a utopian dream. It's a tangible possibility within our reach if we choose to awaken and act collectively. This begins and ends with recognizing our interconnectedness. We are all interconnected. We must embrace empathy, compassion, and love in building a better future. Understanding our profound interconnectedness transforms our sense of isolated self. See yourself in others. Understand that their struggles are yours, and their victories are yours as well. So, let's return to the initial questions we posed. What is the nature of reality, and how can we access a deeper state of being? True life, it turns out, is a state of conscious awareness, connection, and creative expression, and recognizing those patterns of control. That is the key that leads to personal freedom. But what about the practical steps? How do we continue this journey of awakening? Start with small, consistent actions. Practice mindfulness, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. Challenge your limiting beliefs by questioning their validity and replacing them with empowering affirmations. Engage in critical thinking, exercises to deconstruct the narratives that shape your perceptions. Most importantly, remember to be patient with yourself. It's a journey, not a destination. Celebrate small victories and don't get discouraged by setbacks. With consistent effort and self-compassion, you can overcome any challenge. Now, consider what we have explored today as a starting point. In upcoming videos, we'll delve deeper into specific aspects of awakening, such as advanced meditation techniques for accessing higher states of consciousness, methods for dream analysis to uncover hidden truths about your subconscious, and exploring the very nature of consciousness itself. Is consciousness a product of the brain, or does it exist independently? Could our dreams hold clues about parallel realities? What if the answers to the universe's greatest mysteries lie within each and every one of us? If this video resonated with you, share it with others, subscribe to the channel, and join our growing community of like-minded individuals. Share your experiences, insights, and questions in the comments section below. Let's learn and grow together. And as we move forward, consider the possibility for future collaborations, workshops, or other opportunities for even deeper engagement. Remember that you have the power to create a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. You have the power to break free from the illusion and awaken to your true potential. And as you do, you'll not only transform your own life, but also contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. So go forth with hope, empowerment, and excitement, knowing that the possibilities that lie ahead are limitless.